Hi friends! In November 2021, we took our van on its first U.S. trip. Our destination was South Padre Island in Texas, and then drive along the Gulf Coast toward Florida, and then head back home to Toronto. For the first few days, we did a whole lot of driving. This is the Atchafalaya Swamp, the largest wetland and swamp in the United States. We arrived at the Bolivar Peninsula on the fourth day, where we took our van on the beach for the very first time.
This is what you bought your van for.
We took our bikes out for a beach ride. Alex droned a little bit. We enjoyed our first Texas beach sunset and a beautiful Texas beach sunrise the next morning. We took a free 10-minute ferry ride from the Bolivar Peninsula over to Galveston Island. We drove along Seawall Boulevard and Blue Water Parkway, and also we drove on the beach again in Freeport, Texas. This is Surfside Beach. Here we are heading to Padre Island National Seashore. We had a lovely day and evening at the beach. Our plan was to stay here another day or two, but clouds and rain were moving in, so we decided it was a good time to travel to South Padre Island. Here's the bridge crossing from Port Isabel to South Padre Island. There are many beach access roads for driving right on the beach. We thought we might do some beach camping here too, but the sand was softer and deeper than any of the other places we visited, so we decided not to risk it. We drove to a spot listed on iOverlander at the north end of the road and found this very cool spot in the sand dunes. These dunes and vegetation provide protection against storms and flooding to the surrounding coastal communities. A great place to access the beach is to head to Clayton's Pier. There's free parking, a beautiful beach, and an inexpensive place to grab a quick burger and beer. It's pretty easy to explore the island by bicycle. The road on the east side of the island has a dedicated bike lane, so we took advantage of it and explored the area by bike. It was full of vacation homes, rentals, and condos right on the water. Every block or two, there was a beach access area with free parking. Some had washrooms and some even had showers. Isla Blanca Park is at the south end of the island. Admission is $12 for the day, or free if you walk or bike in. And since we were already on our bikes, we took a look around. This is the Laguna Madre Nature Trail, a 1,500-foot boardwalk that crosses 4 acres of marshland. The west end of the island is known as the Entertainment District. It has restaurants and bars, many with live music, and it's the best place to watch the sunset. Head over to Jim's Pier. There's free parking, and you can watch the lovely sunsets and take a walk through the Entertainment District. After exploring South Padre Island for a week, we moved along to Mustang Island and ended up at Port Aransas. This was one of our favorite beaches. It was very easy to drive on, and the beach area was big, with plenty of room for lots of campers. In order to camp here for the night, we needed this $12 permit, which we bought at a local Stripes convenience store. It's valid until the end of the year. At the end of the beach, there's a long pier, very popular with the fishermen. We took a walk along the pier and were surprised to see dolphins swimming around close to the pier. After 3 days in Port Aransas, it was time to move along. We took the free Aransas Pass ferry toward Rockport and continued driving until we reached Magnolia Beach. This beach was a very popular spot with campers, and it's completely free to stay here. It was the first time we found calm water, so we took the opportunity to try out our brand new paddleboard. We're a little shaky, but practice will solve that, I'm sure. We stayed here an extra day as this was the spot we agreed to meet Matt and Kristina, a van life YouTube couple we've been following for a year or so now. It was so lovely to meet them both in real life.
This is Kristina.
Kristina.
This is Matt. They are our famous YouTube friends from Clarity Off Grid. That's their YouTube channel. And Kristina's gonna show us the van. They have a ProMaster. Come on in. This is a cute van. Here's Kristina gonna show us around. Welcome to Clarity. This is our van Clarity, and it's a short body. And so we have a bed that goes across the back of the van, and a full-size bed fits just perfectly.
It
So we
looks
can
very
fit that way.
cozy.
It is. And then this is the kitchen. We have a pretty large sink.
Nice.
And we have Matt installed running, hot and cold running water
Very
at the
nice.
sink, which is really
Luxury.
luxurious. Yeah. And this is our stove. So when we need more countertop, we have this down, and when we're traveling and then we want to use the stove, we lift it up. And then we have a stove.
Very nice.
We have a little refrigerator that opens like a normal fridge, which is kind of nice. That's plenty for like about a week's worth of groceries. This is kind of our pantry. We have tons of storage under here. We have more food storage, and then of course all of our pots and pans. And each one of these drawers is kind of custom made to fit around the plumbing.
And you just got back from?
We just got back from 2 months traveling through Mexico.
Very nice. And we heard all about that. And if you want to find out about that trip, go to Clarity Off Grid on YouTube.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Check out their full van tour and their epic adventures on their channel called Clarity Off Grid. I will leave a link to their channel in the description below. We traveled along the Gulf Coast and stopped at Surfside Beach again, near Freeport, Texas.
Welcome to Louisiana.
Before the sun set, we moved along to Rutherford Beach in Louisiana and enjoyed this beautiful sunrise the next morning. There were a lot of mosquitoes at this beach though, so we packed up and moved along.
Welcome to Mississippi.
This is Bayfront Park in Daphne, Alabama, very close to Mobile, Alabama. And then we entered the land of sunshine and calm blue water. This is Navarre Beach on Santa Rosa Island. We spent a couple of days here. It's absolutely beautiful. Florida Scenic Highway 30A is a 24-mile road right along the Gulf of Mexico. The drive along this road is very, very pretty. Here we are at Grayton Beach State Park. We took our bikes out and explored the town of Grayton Beach. This is a coastal dune lake, unique in that sometimes it's freshwater and sometimes it's saltwater. The highlight of this park is this beautiful walk through the nature trail. It winds through the dune ecosystem, through the pine flatwoods and the salt marsh. Here we are heading to St. George Island and the next state park on our list, Dr. Julian G. Bruce St. George Island State Park. We spent the day here enjoying the beach, riding our bikes and collecting seashells. There's also a pretty boardwalk trail. As you can see, it was a little buggy when we visited. This is Wellspring Park in Palm Harbor. We had a really great bike ride and a walk through the marsh as well.
big fish here.
Our next destination was Honeymoon Island State Park. Another bike ride and more beautiful trails. We also rode outside of the park to the main beach at Honeymoon Island. And then it was time to head home. On one of our driving breaks, we stopped at New River Gorge. New River is one of the oldest rivers on the continent, and the New River Gorge Bridge is one of the most photographed places in West Virginia.